You guys asked for it, you guys got it. A Houston Rockets offensive breakdown, and statistically, they have one of the best offenses in NBA history. So, let's get to it. Let's start with their most common play, the pick and roll, and coming off the ball screen, if no big man steps up to stop Harden, he of course will take it all the way to the basket and score a layup. It's tough on the sagging big man because if he does commit to the ball handler, which Jokic does here, he may be giving up the alley-oop to Capela if there isn't weak side help. Why isn't there always weak side help against the Rockets? Because of the Rockets' tremendous shooters, and here Thad Young does come over to bump the roll man, but that leaves Anderson open on the kickout pass, and he drains the three. To avoid that defensive conundrum, Kawhi will duck under the ball screen here, but that gives Harden the pull-up three. If the defense decides to double Harden, he can usually pick them apart with his passing, and here he delivers a nice dime to Nene. And also, when you double Harden in the pick and roll, he can get rid of it, and now there's chaos, and Houston invites the chaos as it can vault them into a driving kick action. If the defense wants to switch the pick and roll, now there's a big man on Harden, and he's one of the best isolation players in the league, and he'll take Tristan Thompson right to the rim. And if Nene is the screener, he's a capable post player, so the Cavs switch here, and now there's a small guard on Nene, so Harden dumps it down low, and it's an easy bucket. While Harden is the pick and roll master, of course, let's not discount the fact that Patrick Beverley and Eric Gordon can also run pick and rolls and take advantage of the fact that the Rockets have excellent spacing and structure. When Harden is out of the game, it's very important that Lou Williams can run pick and rolls as well. Let's move on to pick and pops, and the Rockets will often run this with Harden and Anderson, and to defend this, defenses will often hedge, but Anderson can catch it on the pop and drive in and score. I love how they attack matchups, so on this play, Kawhi is guarding Anderson, so Anderson wouldn't screen for Harden, as Kawhi would simply switch on to Harden, but look who's guarding Ariza, the slower Aldridge, so Ariza is the one setting the pick and pop for Harden. Aldridge hedges, Ariza catches it on the pop, and he drives in, just like we saw Anderson do last play. Harden is patient. He tries to work this pick and pop with Anderson, and it's defended well the first time, so they go after it again, and this time they'll get the slip for Anderson. Just like in the traditional pick and roll, if the defense switches to pick and pop, then Harden can isolate against the big man and drive and score. The pick and roll and the pick and pop are deadly in the half court, so imagine how deadly they are in early offense when the defense isn't even set. Here they'll run the pick and roll, early offense, Harden score. Early in the shot clock, help defense usually isn't prepared to make nice rotations. Watch how Harden will bring it up and flow into a pick and pop with Anderson. In transition, they do a nice job in general. Here Beverley will bring it up, and then they will set a flare screen for Ariza, and that's all it takes to start a drive and kick sequence. Ariza attacks the closeout, and then kicks it out to Gordon. Moving on to set plays, and this may be the best one I've seen all season. It's a double stack pick and roll, where a shooter in the middle will set a back screen for the big man rolling, and here Anderson is able to screen the big man. At that point, it's over, and they get a dunk. They run this play again, and it's amazing the wide open layups and dunks they get off of this. And here's the thing, it doesn't matter who that middle guy screens. Here, Jokic is sagging back, so there's no way he can be screened. So Ariza screens his man. Why is this effective? Now his man, rookie Juan Hernangomez, can't bump the roll man. To be fair, this is more bad defense by a rookie than anything, as most players wouldn't allow themselves to get screened like this. Also on this play, Jameer Nelson could come over to bump the roll man, but look who he's guarding, the 3-point champion. He doesn't want to leave Gordon, and then they gets the layup. But even on this play, when Anderson doesn't screen anybody and the Pacers have the pick and roll contained and Thad Young bumps the roll man, now who's open? Anderson on the pop. The Cavs will switch to double stack pick and roll, but as we've already gone over, Harden is the switch killer. Give him the ball against the big man and he will win that matchup. The next set is great too. It's a double drag pick and roll where Anderson will pop and Capela will roll, so it's comparable to the last set, and what the Rockets do is they'll clear out the entire weak side so there's no one in position to bump the roll man unless Kawhi wants to leave Anderson, and the Rockets get a layup. The next set starts with Harden and Williams bunched together, and this alone can cause confusion. Then they'll float into a double drag pick and roll for Gordon, where Harden pops and Nene rolls, so same concept as the last play, and they'll get the dunk here, and that's basketball art. Why is their offense so good? Mostly due to the players and how they fit together, but the coaches should get a lot of credit allowing this offense to thrive, and they run great set plays. Here's another fantastic set, as Capela will fake as if he's setting a down screen for Anderson, but they're actually setting up a back screen for Capela. Ariza will set this back screen, and they work the lob. Beautiful. The Rockets also run some nice plays for Gordon, including running him off a double staggered screen early in the shot clock, and here he can use the screens and hit a shot inside. This time, the double stagger leads to a nice driving kick sequence, and Gordon is actually the beneficiary, getting the open three. And if Gordon's defender overplays him, not letting him use the screens, then Gordon will dance around a bit and beat him on a backdoor cut. They also run the double drag pick and roll for Gordon, and Gordon will get this shot on top, a wide open three, far more often than you would think thanks to miscommunication on defense. Here, Gordon's man does a better job of staying on his hip and not allowing the three, but now it's simply the Capela rolling, Harden spreading the floor action we saw earlier, and Gordon scores here. This is a solid set, as Capela will set the ball screen and then immediately set the screen for Gordon, and it leads to an open three. Now let's talk about three more big reasons the Rockets are so difficult to defend, and the first reason is that Harden will whip a pass to a perimeter player at any moment if the player is just even a little bit open, so the defense always has to be alert, and here Harden finds Ariza for the open three. All it takes is a split second of relaxation and the Rockets are into the drive and kick they want. Harden will even mix in a perimeter bounce pass. The second reason they're so tough to defend is because Harden and Williams are masters at drawing fouls. And it's not visually appealing, but you have to stay disciplined or else they will rack up points in a hurry in a very efficient style. Lastly, this team plays smart basketball by eliminating most mid-range shots. Anderson won't step in after pump faking, he'll step to the side and take the three. This happens all the time for the Rockets. Ariza gets run off the three-point line, and he won't take the mid-range shot, the floater, or the tough shot inside, but he'll look to kick it out for the open three. Well, there you have it, guys. A super efficient offense led by James Harden. And I like this Rockets team. I think if they play the Spurs in the playoffs, I'd lean toward the Rockets to win that series. Make sure to check out my Rockets defensive observation video coming out in a few days. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you then.